Welcome back to Big Bris TV, and on this episode, hey, you can see the red one came in and it looks really good. I mean, we're gonna get right into this. Look close up. There's a light layer of dust. There's actually metallics in that black paint, and it's different from this flat black that's over here. And so the reason I bring that up is because we have the clear body here that I bought when I ordered these. It comes with the stickers, and it looks like there are two sets of stickers. For instance, if you look at this Arrma windshield sticker here, green and black, black and white. My original paint scheme I was gonna do with this, since I have all of the paint colors, I thought that I would just do a Mojave 4S paint scheme on here with the like Toyota colors, with the red, the orange, the yellow, and then with the white in the front. I really like that paint scheme. But then I realized on this, the green on the cage and on the wheels, you know, that won't look too good when we do that. So I decided, being that this thing looks pretty much identical to the Mojave 4S, but then I realized, hey, they did an homage to the 6S by doing the color matched wheels on both the green and the red. And so I figured I would do a 6S paint scheme on it. To me, this is a highlighter fluorescent green. Some people may say it's yellow, but it's more of a green, maybe a green yellow. And so I knew this one wasn't gonna work. This one looked the closest. So I'm gonna try to use this and then back it with white or silver to try to get it to match closer. And then we have the PS5. Then I just realized as I'm shooting this video, this is actually on the outside. So we're gonna see what we're gonna do about that. One thing I did realize is that the 6S Mojave, the paint is not flat. It's actually a gloss black, just like this with metallics in it. So maybe we'll just do it that way. I also have these transfer decals, and if any of y'all saw my video when I did the Baja Ray 2.0, I used this, but these are the stars. And so on the hood of the 6S Mojave, it has some stars in like a gray color, and then it's black, and then the green with the stripes. So I'm gonna incorporate the paint method that I use with the Dawn dish soap on the Associated Reflex 14B. I'm gonna do that to do the stripes on this. Hopefully it'll come out good, and then put the stars on there. So let's get to that. I like that it's already trimmed. Oh man, look, I'll have to tape on top of here, but that's just the overspray film. I thought this was actually cracked, so it's not cracked. I'm gonna go get this washed, and then we'll get to stickering it up. Okay, so we got that all washed. Let's get this thoroughly dry. On this overspray film. All right, now here's the here's the part that I always get messed up with. Okay, so these instructions say that you want to weed out all the extra masking that you don't need, and so basically what you're supposed to do is peel this out until all you're left with is the decals. All I need are a few stars, so I'm gonna try to get this. I'm gonna try to, and then try to take this little one out, and then stick that one next to it. Like that. You see that? So I'm gonna continue with that and show you how it looks. So I got a bunch of the stars on, as you can see right there. On the 6S Mojave, the stars sweep to the right, but I did it to the left on this. Not on purpose, but I think it looks good. And so, yeah, it's time to get this thing sprayed in. Actually, the next step was to mask off the areas that I didn't want the stripes. So now we go to the dish soap. So this is what we have so far. I pulled off the tape and I rinsed it out with warm water. First cold, then warm. And now it's still wet. But as you can see, we still have our stars on there. It's black. And so the stripes aren't as pronounced as I thought they would be. But I think I could actually pull some of this off. Like right here, what I just did. So I'm gonna get in there and try to get some of that off and get this thing dried. I'm gonna use a blow dryer. I'm not gonna make the same mistake I made last time, so I'm gonna go and mask this area off again since it's gonna be just black, and then we can get to spraying the green. I went in there with a paper towel and I kind of cleaned up some of these areas so that you can see through them a little better, so our green paint will come through. All right, so let's go get to masking. All right, let's go spray some green. All right, so we got this whited out in the inside, and hopefully that made it a little bit brighter green. It's nowhere near the green we need to be, but we're gonna just keep moving. I'm gonna take off this masking tape, and then I'm gonna use some of the PS53, this lame flake, so that we can get some of the sparkle, like in black over here, in this center area, since I'm not gonna spray it matte black. So let's go ahead with that. All right, so the mask came off pretty decently. So let's go lame flake this. Get the lame flake in. And then we're gonna pull off those stars and then shoot it with some of this. This is the PS63, the bright silver. So here we go. All right, so we got our lame flake. As you can see, it's sparkly. And at this point, you know, I always think about Mariah when I use the lame flake because it's just a sparkle. I don't know why. And then boom, we got our stars all peeled up. So now I'm gonna add some more lame flake under the stars, and then I'm gonna hit it with the bright gunmetal that we have left. So let's get it. All right, so at this point we got it all backed in black. We got our stars painted. It's not exactly the smoke effect that is on the original 6S Mojave, and it's not exactly the green that I wanted, but hey, let's get this overspray film pulled off, and this is the most exciting part for anybody who does painting. So listen, if you guys never painted a polycarbonate body before, I recommend that you try it. You know, it's not so difficult, and this is the best part right here when you get to pull this overspray film off. It's like doing the clear coat on a real car paint job. Boom, you get to see your final job work. Wow, and it looks like a brand new vehicle. Look at that. It's amazing. Still wet on the inside. I always get too impatient and start pulling this off and wanting to sticker it up way before it's fully dry. But hey, I'm doing this for myself. If I was doing this for someone else, you know, I'd take all the proper steps. There we have it. That's more like an Incredible Hulk green than the fluorescent green of this. But hey, if you wanted to do this in the red color to go with the red wheels, you know, or in any other color, they do have a set of black wheels that you can get for this Mojave. I'm running out of tire on this one already because I've been smoking it with the 3S system in here. Is super fast, so when I buy another set of wheels I might just get the all black ones, but I like the way this came out. So let's get it stickered up and then get the body swapped over. which stickers do I use? I think I'm gonna use the bright green ones, just so it could tie in the bright green on the cage and on the wheels of the rims of that one. So let's just use this one as a reference and see where we're gonna be stickering this up. First one on, I'm gonna go ahead and do the rest. So we got it all stickered up. It's looking much better now, you know. Usually when I do these paint jobs, I mess up or whatever, and then I kind of want to scrap the whole project. And then once I get to stickering it up, because that's one of the most fun parts of the build, it starts to come all together. And so I have faith this one will come together. That lame flake or that sparkle in that paint is really nice, as well as in those stars. You can see some of that sparkle in those stars. So I really like the way this came out. So now we have to transfer over the inner cage, get our two little guys in there. So let's do that. We have our paint code right here. I'm wondering if Tamiya or somebody sells this Wei Chow 5131 fluorescent paint for next time. And that's your cage out. Well, the inner structure at least. Man, this thing is substantial. So while we're in here, let's get this bolted up. It looks like there's, I'm not even gonna count the bolt. These side pieces tucked down into the sides here, right? Like that. So you get the sides tucked in and the body, boom. And everything else pretty much lines up, and it stays in there pretty snug. So to secure it in, it's just like the 6S. You got these roof rails. Unlike the 4S, the bolts on these roof rails are also 2mm, but they're not button bolts. The button screws or bolts have rounded heads like mushrooms, and then the bolts that go in the roof rails are sort of squared off like that. And then you have these flush mounts for the sides. You know, I wouldn't say that looks too bad after all, right? It's Incredible Hulk green with the bright fluorescent yellow green, okay? And it's tied in with the slickers, and then the cage, and then the little buttons, and now for the wheels. And the other thing I wanted to show you guys was this fan. I completely removed the stock fan, and this is a rocket fan, a 30-inch fan, 30mm fan, because inside here was getting way too hot. So that fan moves air. And the other thing is, I already smoked the rear differential on my Grom with all that power. These output cups, they just spin freely, and if you take out the little screw that's in there, the little tabs that key into the differential so that they would spin, they're both broken off. And so Horizon sent me a pair. I used one that's in the rear of this now, but I also bought this set, which is all aluminum, including the output cups, and I'm waiting on those to come. So when those come, hopefully this will hold up. So I have two. The rear one is the one that's more prone to breaking, and so when I break that one, I'll put this one in, and then when those break, hopefully by then I'll have the aluminum ones come in, and those should be good for life. Since I got all of that power, I want to make sure this thing stays cool. And boom, just like that. What is this? The first Mojave Grom custom paint job on the body? Doesn't look too shabby. At this point, now that I saw this, I didn't have to do the green. I could have done any other color, and it would have looked good because the stickers ties in all the fluorescent green on here. Right, buddy? Yeah, she lives to bash another day. So If you liked the video, hit it with a thumbs up. If you didn't like the video, still hit it with a thumbs up and subscribe. Hey, I do stupidness like this all the time with the channel, so I invite you to go back, see some of the other paint jobs that I've done. I don't have this huge box of paint for nothing. And look forward for some upcoming videos when the weather changes around here. We're going to take these things out, take them head to head, brush versus brushless. We already know which one is faster, but does the brushless one really handle better on dirt? We're going to take this to the track and see how they do. Hey, this is Big Bris, and until next time, everybody stay well, and I'll catch you.